Imagine finding out that the friendly monster under your bed or the quirky fish swimming through the ocean had a voice borrowed from some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. That's right, some of your favorite animated characters aren't just figments of imagination, but are brought to life by voices you might hear on the red carpet. Let's dive into the surprising world where animation meets celebrity and discover the stars behind the voices. So let's talk about some of the most iconic characters we've grown up loving, not knowing that behind those animations were some really big stars. First up, think about Woody from Toy Story. Did you know Tom Hanks is the voice behind that lovable cowboy? It's pretty cool because Tom Hanks isn't just any actor, he brings a certain warmth and depth to Woody that makes us all feel like we're part of the Toy Box gang. Then there's Dory, the forgetful yet unforgettable blue fish from Finding Nemo. Ellen DeGeneres brought Dory to life with her hilarious and heart-warming voice that makes you want to keep swimming no matter what. Ellen's voice has this knack for comedy and sincerity that just makes Dory's adventures and mishaps all the more special. Imagine this, these actors aren't just lending their voices, they're transforming into these characters. They step into the recording booth, leave all the Hollywood glamour at the door, and dive deep into the world of animation. It's not just about reading lines from a script. It's about making those lines come alive, giving a soul to the sketches. And they do it so seamlessly that sometimes we forget there's a real person behind that animated face. It's kind of magical when you think about it. These voices connect us to the characters in a way that feels almost real, as if Woody could really jump out of the screen and tip his hat at us, or Dory could splash out of the water to share a joke. That's the power of a great voice actor to make the fantastical feel touchable and the animated feel alive. So next time you watch these movies, listen a little closer. You'll hear the heartbeats of Hollywood's finest echoing through your favorite characters. Now get ready for some real surprises. Have you ever thought about the tough guy Bruce Willis as someone who could voice a mischievous raccoon? Well, in Over the Hedge, he does just that. He's the voice of RG, the slick, smooth-talking raccoon who's always cooking up some scheme. It's a bit funny thinking about Bruce, who usually plays the action hero, sneaking around animated bushes instead of real explosions, right? Then there's Steve Carell, who we all know as the super funny guy from The Office. But in the animated world, he transforms into Gru, the somewhat villainous yet lovable character from Despicable Me. Steve uses his knack for comedy to turn Gru into a character that's not just funny, but also really endearing. The way he says, "I'm gonna steal the moon," with that weird accent makes you kind of root for him, despite his evil plans. What's interesting is seeing these actors, known for their more adult roles, jumping into characters that speak to both kids and their parents. They bring a whole new layer to these animations, making them richer and more enjoyable. Bruce's RG isn't just a raccoon, he's a wise guy with a heart of gold. And Steve's Gru isn't just a villain, he's a dad trying to juggle his job with raising 3 girls. This shift from their usual roles to voice acting shows us a different side of their talent. They step into the recording booth, shed their on-screen personas, and embrace these animated beings, giving them quirks and features that stick with us long after the movie ends. So next time you watch these movies, think about the faces behind those voices. It might just change the way you see these characters. All right, moving on, let's chat about musicians who've jumped into the animation scene. It's like they're not just cool on stage, but also behind the mic in a totally different way. Take Miley Cyrus, for instance. You might know her for her catchy tunes and dynamic performances, but did you know she voiced Penny in Bolt? She brings all that star power and emotion into giving life to a character that's adventurous and heartfelt, just like her music. Then there's Selena Gomez. Yep, the pop sensation herself voices Mavis in Hotel Transylvania. Mavis is not your average teenager, she's a vampire with a love for adventure, and Selena's vibrant energy just fits perfectly. It's cool to see how Selena translates her charm into a character that's both spirited and a bit rebellious, making Mavis a total hit among fans. What's really fascinating here is seeing these musicians switch gears from performing on stage to spending hours in a studio, tweaking their voice to match an animated character. They're not just singing, they're acting with their voices, which adds a whole new layer to their talent. Both Miley and Selena show that they can not only own the stage, but also bring animated characters to life in a way that resonates with audiences of all ages. These transitions are more than just a change of pace. They're about connecting with fans in a new, fun way. Whether it's Miley's heartfelt portrayal or Selena's spirited energy, these musicians turned voice actors help bridge the gap between music and animation, making each movie a little more magical. Next time you catch these films, listen out for the musical nuances they bring to their characters. It's like a mini concert hidden within the dialogue. Now let's swing over to those big movies packed with stars you wouldn't believe all shared the same animated universe. Like, have you ever sat down and thought about The Lion King? It's basically a gathering of voices from some of the greatest out there. James Earl Jones as Mufasa brings that royal, commanding vibe, right? And Jeremy Irons as Scar? Totally chilling and perfect for the villain role. The depth they bring to these characters is just another level of awesome. Then there's the Legio movie, which is like a party of voices. Chris Pratt as Emmett turns his goofy charm all the way up, making Emmett super lovable. And alongside him, Elizabeth Banks as Wildstyle, who brings this cool, tough girl flair that balances out Emmett's goofiness. It's like each actor's unique traits fuse into their characters, making the whole movie a blast of personality. What's really fun about these ensemble casts is seeing how each celebrity's voice melds into the animation, creating this vibrant tapestry that's both entertaining and impressive. It's like every new voice adds a layer of intrigue and excitement, building up a world that's rich and engaging. Each actor isn't just performing, they're contributing to a bigger picture, making the film something special that sticks with us. These movies aren't just about watching a story unfold, they're about experiencing a multitude of talents come together to create magic. So when you tune into these ensemble animations, think about the mix of voices. You're not just hearing a bunch of characters, you're listening to a symphony of stars. So there you have it, a sneak peek into the surprising and delightful world where Hollywood's hottest stars meet the coolest animated characters. These voice roles show us a different side of celebrities we thought we knew, revealing the range and depth of their talents. It's fascinating how they bring life to our favorite animated friends, making each character memorable and loved by fans of all ages. Now we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below to share your favorite celebrity voice role and any surprises you encountered while watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content like this. Dive into the discussion and let's keep the magic of these animated voices alive together.